We're live.
Hey! Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone on Facebook and the interwebs. Thank you for joining us for a very special live stream. I say it's very special because myself and all of the Nerdist viewers are very, very excited about this new show from three friends, three icons of science communication. It's called The White Rabbit Project, and it debuts on Netflix on December 9th. All of the episodes, please help me welcome Grant Imahara, Carrie Byron, and Tori Belleci, everyone.
Hi.
So I am legitimately excited about this show, and I did get to see a little bit of it. And what I like about it, I think, is that it's very hard to describe.
Wait, that's a good thing?
Yeah, it's interesting.
It's very weird.
How would you describe the show to fans tuning in?
Carrie has got the best description.
Oh.
Go ahead.
You literally, no, you literally do.
It is.
I love the way you describe it.
This is how I see it. It's that moment where you get on the internet and all of a sudden an hour of your life is gone because you started researching something cool and it led to something else cool. It led to something else cool and you just fell down the rabbit hole.
The rabbit hole of the White Rabbit.
Exactly.
That's our show in a nutshell.
The internet is a ginormous and very weird and sometimes dark place. How did you...
It's true.
Oh, God.
Well, this is...
I have a couple subreddits I want to show you guys today. How did you even determine which stories that you'd want to investigate, being that the internet is such a time suck?
Well, we kind of were looking for ideas that we thought would be good for, one, entertainment, but two, things that we were passionate about, excited about. For example, one of the episodes. Now, each episode has a certain theme, whether it's speed freaks, jail escapes, con artists, but my favorite is superhero powers. How close are we in modern technology and science that we could run out and be superheroes?
That's right in my wheelhouse.
It was kind of like a dream come true, right?
Yeah. Was there anything that you got to do that you might be able to hint at a little bit that's particularly super?
I got to throw lightning bolts, but I'm not going to tell you how. You'll just have to watch.
Yeah.
Oh!
Now, I know you can't pick this up, but...
if I could, though...
If you could also do it with this, but we'll just put...
I mean, that's a little obvious.
We'll just... I know, lowest common denominator for me. See? That's how that works. So, again, I don't want to spoil anything for everyone because it is such an interesting show and all the episodes, they're going to be very bingeable from what I can tell. Are there any stories that Grant or Carrie are you looking for that people get to see? Something really weird that you got to investigate or something really fun?
I built a hoverboard for one called Dude, Where's My Hoverboard? It's about future technologies that we were promised that we never got, like jetpacks, things like that. So I got to take a crack at
and you're
hoverboard.
Where is my hoverboard?
Yes.
So, I blame Back to the Future.
That'll be, yeah.
Too high a bar, man. I went into a thermodynamics class once, and it was my first day.
Time out. How many times have you started a conversation like that?
Hey, don't judge me. I went into a
Hey, ladies, I went into a thermodynamics class.
Do you guys? Hey, ladies, do you want to learn about heat transfer? My heat gradient is sloping.
Yeah, you are a smooth talker.
Hey, it's live. We can do whatever we want here. I was in a thermodynamics class once, and my first day, I asked the question from the class, what is a gigawatt? And they're just saying gigawatt. Didn't you know that?
Okay.
No. It's a billion watts. It's 1.2 billion watts. It's not a new giga.
It's a
They're not getting gigawatt with it.
Oh, dang it. And you just figured this out?
Recently.
Oh, that's...
Same with intensive
that's
purposes.
a shame.
I thought that was 2 words. So because we are live, if you're just joining us, we have Carrie, Grant, and Tori from the White Rabbit Project on Netflix December 9th. All the episodes, go binge them, but since this is a live stream, let's see what you guys are asking. From Brady Wilkerson, will there be explosions?
There are a few.
Here
We can't not do explosions.
I think it's just in your DNA at this
Yeah.
point.
We made a living of blowing stuff up.
I do them on my free time, so.
And that's just the bathroom.
I know this. I know this about you.
I like them.
I remember a project called you at one point asking for if you had any spare explosive stuff. You're like, yeah, I got it.
They're like, okay, we're in a pinch and we need to get a bunch of black powder and some electric matches. And I'm like, 5 minutes. Come pick it up.
Karen, you're not supposed to take that stuff home at the end of the day.
She delivered it with candy. It was very sweet.
I made a little gift package.
You've just remade the FBI watch list.
Yeah.
You were already on
we
it,
were
but now
just
you've
getting off
bumped
that,
up on the
too.
list. Way to go.
I gotta have to stop my C4 sculpting.
So I think I know the answer to this question, but a lot of people are asking why specifically Rob Raincock is asking. Cool name. Why the name White Rabbit?
That's actually my mom. That's my mom's.
You address her as Miss Raincock, please.
That's right.
Why White Rabbit?
Why White Rabbit?
Because, I mean, when you follow a rabbit down the rabbit hole, it's generally the white rabbit, I would say.
It's an allusion to
Alice in Wonderland.
Yeah.
And really,
Or Matrix. Depending on where you want to pull your references from.
It's the only way to fly.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, Matrix ripped off Alice in Wonderland.
I mean, but clearly there's a problem with the human power generation. Why not just create power if you already have fusion? We don't have to get into this right now. Humans are great batteries, is what I'm getting at.
I think it was better than calling it the rabbit hole.
Yeah.
It should be called Down the Rabbit Hole or the Rabbit Hole.
In the Rabbit Hole.
The Rabbit Hole sounds like maybe
Into
a
the
club.
rabbit.
Something
it
didn't click. So
Let's go to Rabbit Hole tonight.
Let's call
Rabbit
it.
Hole?
Yeah.
Nice. I'll get up in it.
They had a project to make it sound high tech.
Right.
Yeah.
It does. The show does have have kind of a high tech, internet-y hue to it, which I like because a lot of shows that investigate, for lack of a better term, myths and stuff like that, and tall tales and stories, and these rabbit holes you can go down on the internet. They don't really take advantage of the tech side of this thing, which you do in the show, which I like. At James Chester Anders, it's fancy because he has a third name. He asked, will there be any guest stars in the series, or what would your dream guest star be for an episode or for a story?
Our guest stars are experts, and so they might be famous in the nerdier worlds. Like I talked to a rocket expert that if you were a Rocketeer, you'd probably be like, I know that guy. So far, no big celebrities or anything like that, but celebrities.
This is season 1. We'll wait till season 2. Right now, we really wanted to just dig in on the technology and the science.
Maybe we
wanted to be pure.
Yeah.
We're not selling out by just bringing on celebrities.
Right,
We're going for content.
Right.
Season 2 will sell out.
Yeah.
We're going for content.
Let's bring on a Wozniak, a Elon Musk. Come on, guys. You're invited.
That'd be cool.
You're
I've been
invited.
trying to get the Musk on anywhere near this space for a long time.
That sounds
It's
so
a
weird.
no-fly
You're trying to
zone.
get the Musk on.
Maybe you
Yeah.
should stop calling him that.
Muskie? Old Muskie? Yeah. I'm trying, like, dude, we can do a cologne. We just call it Musk. It sells itself. Oh my God.
Musk
Feel
on
the
Musk.
electricity.
It's
Oh.
Tesla
We're-
electricity.
That's very
Oh,
heady.
thing.
That's
Jeez.
very
Got a
heady. I
thing.
like it.
Yeah.
Call us.
Next on Shark Tank.
Call it space sexy.
We're going to Shark Tank.
Ooh, that's cute.
Yeah.
space sexy.
That's cute.
Musk on
You
Musk.
guys, I think we should go into
Wow.
this.
Then you could be like, I have his scent on me.
Wow.
This is from his body. Now, obviously, I think everyone here at Nerdist, and obviously a lot of you watching, are undoubtedly already fans of yours. How has the fan reception of the show, even before it's come out? I mean, are you guys seeing a lot of buzz? Is it heartening to see so many people excited to see you guys back together?
It's really nice. We announced this at Dragon Con, and this girl we were talking to started crying, and it was just the sweetest, most touching thing ever. And
That's
so,
because Carrie refused to give her an autograph.
oh,
Look, she'll wave.
Yeah.
Because she's not gonna.
She doesn't.
She doesn't.
She doesn't do
doesn't
that.
do that.
She does a fist bump.
No, but she was like super excited. Like she was freaking out. She was like, "You guys are
missed
the
you
reason
guys."
I got into science," and she literally started crying.
No, I mean, I think
the
that's a case for a lot of your fans. I mean, and it's,
Well, you guys-
it's kind of surreal for me because you guys are a big reason why I do what I do.
Aw.
No, 100%, absolutely. Like I made career decisions specifically because I love you guys and what you do. So it's awesome to see you guys.
You're getting real close to a group hug happening.
That's
Real
sweet.
close.
Oh,
Is that,
embrace me. So we're live on Facebook and. We're about to hug. We're about to hug. But if you can't catch this live, this will be back up on our Facebook page a little bit later on. Let's see what you guys are saying in the chat. At Langdon Plaster, that's a fake name. He says, "Is Grant planning more work with the League of Steam?"
They are good friends of mine. I'm not sure. I would hope to.
Steam.
My character did not meet an untimely demise. It's a web series, a steampunk web series that I've guested on.
and you die in it?
I didn't die.
Oh, you didn't, so you could come
So
back.
there's a chance that it could come.
Agents of
Well
situation.
played, Imahar.
Yes.
Well played.
Carl Schaefer is asking a good question. Since a lot of your fans are families a lot of the time, or fans who now have families, is the show child friendly? I mean, what's the age range? Is this a bingeable thing with like Carl's asking about his 7-year-old?
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's say yeah for now. And
I mean,
We're secretly exposed.
It is
if
Netflix,
there,
so-
somebody drops a bad word.
there's
in
no
there.
boobies.
Well, actually, there are.
There is?
Yeah, but not exposed. But they're on somebody. Remember that one episode, World War II weapons? You'll see. It's super weird.
That's fine.
They're covered.
But they're not.
fine.
But they're covered.
That's-
It's totally
That's totally fine.
totally
It will all
child-friendly.
make sense
Those
very
are
soon.
family-friendly boobies.
free the nipple.
It's
Hashtag Instagram, hashtag free the nipple. Brenda, and this is speaking to a previous point that we made, Brenda Joe Gillen says, my 14-year-olds haven't known a world without the three of you in it. Our entire family is super excited for the White Rabbit Project.
wow.
That is sweet. That is so
That's,
sweet.
that's kind of mind blowing.
Yeah,
actually.
and I don't mean to date you guys, but
Oh, we're old. Go ahead. Date us.
I've been a fan for more than half of my life.
Now I feel, wow.
Over 50%.
So you're only like 10
I
or
thought you were-
12 years
But
old?
you're like Thor, so like you're.
I'm ageless.
You're ageless.
But I'm
Right.
when I
like-
came to Earth.
Gotcha.
Right. That's
in your,
that's
in
year
your
one.
human.
Gotcha.
Yeah, of course.
Gotcha.
So is Michael Monroe asks, this kind of gets to the internet being so big at this point. Are you already cooking up stories that you couldn't tackle in this first season that you know you'd want to cover in a second or a third?
I mean, the internet.
I think it's inevitable.
Yeah.
But, as we're working on it, we're like, oh, I've got another idea.
Yeah.
And so there are things that we've got in the works.
And we didn't really know what the show was going to look like, so we overshot. I mean, we shot every single thing that we were doing. And now that we're kind of, now that it's all done and we're able to see it and how this, kind of thing turned out, it's like, oh, okay, so now we know what it's going to look like. Let's do this next time. Let's do this.
Well, here's the thing. When we started on Mythbusters, and originally it was like the Wild West of cable, and they were taking a risk, and we had this chance to kind of develop and, create what it became.
Yeah.
And we're doing this again on a new frontier, an
Yeah,
entirely new platform.
That's what Netflix is. I mean,
the new
Yeah.
risk taker.
I like it because it does have the sense that Netflix is allowing you guys to kind of explore that space and you have such good camaraderie and you've been working together for so long that they're just letting you kind of do some weird stuff. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah, I mean, our hope is that we will have time to really, now that we know what the show's about, we're hoping that we can just develop this into the monster that we want it to be.
Yeah. Hey, Tori, Adam Jonkinen asked, Tori, are you planning any more bicycle trick attempts in this series?
Maybe motorcycles.
I will force
I think I'm
them
going to
do.
graduate from bicycles up to motorcycles. No, but I'll tell you this. In one of the episodes, I build this 1902 land speed replica, this car, and I go out to the desert to test it out on this airstrip, and something went wrong and I almost crashed. So, yeah, I guess
pretty
it's
scary.
I guess it's
So tune in for that.
tune in for that.
So-
spoiler alert, I survived.
Tory's still Tory is what we're saying.
This is technically live, so you're not dead.
Right.
Facebook
Wow.
dead.
Facebook dead.
That's
As
our-
we came up earlier,
that
one
was
of our
our-
other
Or
Facebook-
zombie.
Facebook
story.
dead. Musk.
Or maybe I'm a hologram.
Oh,
Ah,
That's
Technology.
Cutting edge
someone's
technology.
mind
Actually,
just
didn't we
got
do that
blown.
one?
Yeah,
We did that one.
we
right?
did that one.
A
Yeah.
test. There's an episode with
With holograms.
holograms.
If we are them.
No.
Oh, but that's another.
What
that's
is
another.
real?
Wait a minute.
What is real?
So a little bit more from the chat. Do you have any? So episodes have themes to them.
Yes.
The kinds of stories that you're going to be looking at. Do you already have a sense of what kind of themes you're going to be? No, let's just start new. Since people don't know what the episodes are there any themes you'd like to key us in on of stories that you're going to be tackling?
I mean, well, real life superpowers is one.
Yes.
We do some crazy weaponry. We do technology that we love to hate. Technology that we were promised in the future, but we see if they've delivered at this point.
Yeah, it's kind of cool because we have a general topic like speed. There's one called Speed Freaks, and the kinds of things that we look at and investigate aren't like the fastest car in the world. They're a little bit more weird and
Yeah.
a little bit more off-center, kind of like if you are researching something on the internet. And so that's the space that we live in with all our stories. And each episode we get to pick the story that we want to talk about there. So it's
Cool.
weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got a lot of we're doing a lot of builds in the show. We're doing a lot of testing of kind of historical events or hearsay, and then we're doing a lot of testing on each other.
Yeah.
I did see a clip, a mind control-y clip, which is something I've wanted to do with someone for a long time. What did
It's
you
fun.
What did you do to Tori in this situation?
I mean, it was as close as I could find in real life to mind control, which was that I hooked him up to a bunch of electrodes. Well, first of all, I invited him out to dinner and didn't tell him what we were doing.
Yeah.
And then when he got there, there was a team.
True story.
There was a team of people that hooked him up to some electrodes. I was already hooked up to electrodes, and then we proceeded to have dinner where I controlled his muscles. My brain's controlling my muscles, but it's also controlling
It's
his.
so frustrating. When
saw
you just
I
you just
saw
want
how
to eat.
difficult
You're
that was.
starving. And you're just like, oh my gosh, this food looks amazing.
And I included wine in this dinner, so as I got tipsier and more maniacal, he spilled a lot more, and I don't think you actually got a bite in your mouth for
Yeah.
that whole dinner. It was hilarious. I'm like crying.
Yeah.
The crew is laughing. They had to stop. I saw people steadying their camera and just being like,
By mind control, you mean you're sending electrical signals to his muscles, triggering them to fire
Yes.
Yeah.
involuntarily to him.
yes.
And it's it doesn't feel great. It's
No, like if you've ever worn remember those
the-
old ab
yeah.
ab exercises?
Totally.
It's oh,
yeah. No,
It's just like
is.
that.
yeah.
And so the
But putting it in your tiny hand muscles, which feels must
well, no,
feel
it
terrible.
was both arms, or it was just one arm. No, it was both arms.
It was
And
both arms.
And I basically could not get a bite, or I couldn't drink. And so the expert said, he had his little, board, where the computing was, and we were like, shouldn't you wrap that with plastic? What if we get water or wine on it? And he's like, oh no, the wine won't affect it. But the first shot, I spilled wine on the electronics, and it froze up the electronics, and so I was stuck like this. And I'm like, okay, but apparently wine and electronics don't mix.
I mean, in that
Well,
capacity.
yeah.
Did he
That
not, did he
depends
not
on-
think there was water in wine?
Well, that's what I was saying. I'm like, how did you not think that this wasn't going to affect?
I think maybe he
the
trusted that I wasn't going to be quite as violent with my actions as I was. Maybe he just doesn't know me. He
Yeah.
didn't know that I was
was
going to
literally-
take Tori to the edge.
And that brings up a question that's in the chat. Since you've been colleagues for so long, surely there have been some pretty choice pranks that you guys have played on each other.
So many.
Oh yeah.
Give us a good one.
I mean, just on the airplane here, I was, messing with Tori. It's just
That was
fun
less
to
of
do.
a prank, more of just being
annoying.
She was kicking the back of my seat the whole time.
I gave him a sanitary wet willy, which is I wrap my hand in one of those sanitary.
No. Well, I guess that's not as. I mean,
Well, I didn't
I
want to.
prefer that.
I
to
didn't want
saliva.
It was
I
more for
didn't-
her cleanliness.
Yeah, I
She
didn't want to
want
touch
this
his
a
ear.
She didn't want to actually
non-sanitary wet
stick her
willy?
finger in my
That's-
ear.
That's what a non-sanitary would be like. boom, where it's like instead of
I was
taking
pretty sure
the
she
wet
was-
I
wipe
was pretty
like
sure
that.
she was good. I'm really thankful.
I saw your face.
Like in slow motion.
Tori has replaced, in the past, there have been disgusting things that we've worked with. Like at one point we had a big, giant, was it an Erlenmeyer of
Graduated
saliva?
cylinder.
Yes, of saliva. That was it. And when I wasn't looking, Tori replaced that with some tea that was sort of yellowed with some stuff in it, so it looked just like the saliva. And when I turned around, he's like, "You dare me to drink that?" I'm like, "Yeah!" And then he gulped it down. And
she started throwing up.
because the smell of a week of collected spit was so gross, and I just puked.
It's from our entire crew. So we spent the whole week collecting everybody spitting
my goodness.
into this tube so
That's
that we would have
absolutely
enough saliva to
disgusting.
paint on a tongue for
It was a good
frozen
prank.
tongue.
It was a
And
really good prank, but
I would have thrown it. I would have been like, oh, hey.
Oh yeah. That
Oh,
was,
this looks pretty gross, huh?
Ah!
That would have been bad.
You're fired. We're not working with you anymore.
Yeah, that was the end for me. There's a really good question here from Justin Bauman. What's the best mistake you've made?
Gosh.
That's a great question.
Good question.
Yeah, I like
Good
that question a lot.
The best mistake.
Sounds like it kind of sounds like a country song, but
The greatest
what's the
mistake.
best mistake you made?
best mistake of my life.
She was built for tough.
I should have not bought that truck.
I shouldn't have driven with 4 beers.
Why did I drink with a beer in my hand?
Agreeing to do this show. No. The best
Too
mistake,
soon.
right? It was good.
Yeah, there's going to be.
This is live. You can't cut that out.
Oh, I miss
Dump
editing.
button. Dump button.
Miss editing.
Is this in wide shot? Good. We lost. Close up.
Give us a beer and a
The
drop.
one tier.
He needs a beer.
I need a beer. It's the best mistake I ever made. Wang.
No, but seriously.
Wang.
I mean, we make mistakes constantly. I think our entire career has
Yeah.
been maybe, every now and then, oh gosh, we put too much explosives in the cement truck when we were on Mythbusters. We lit
Yeah,
too
we-
much coffee creamer.
Yeah.
And usually when
That
we
was
use...
the one where I remember
Bad
you
mistakes.
involuntarily ran.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
tried to grab the boys.
Oh, yeah.
No,
That-
she grabbed Tori, and I turned around,
And you're
they're
like,
gone.
what about me?
I was
Leave
standing...
no man behind.
Well, no, it wasn't like I'm trying to save him. I used him as a human shield, and he was
she was
just
literally
he was next to
grabbing
me.
Closest one.
along to shield her
And-
from the fire.
No.
Who knows?
Not that.
No, because I could have. I would get that one.
No. I'm just think of myself first.
That's fine. Self-preservation is fine.
Yeah.
That instinct.
Safety first. Your safety.
Another more questions along the same line. So what would be the best thing that you've learned during some success that you've had, or or a story that you investigated on the show? Is there anything that's let's move it specifically. Is there anything that really blew your mind investigating the stories that we're going to get to see?
I mean, constantly, because some of these things are just amazing. Like, I didn't realize that we've come to the point where we have a jetpack that you can fly into space. I mean, into airspace. But I was constantly discovering things that I was totally fascinated by, which is why I brought them to the table too. We sort of like compete over who's got the coolest story. We kind of one up each other, but we're family. We were very antagonistic, so we're always trying to like come up with the best story, and we rank them in the end to see who actually wins.
And that's really the core of the show. And everything that we do on the show is rooted in reality. So it's either history or current tech that is available now or is going to be available, and pop culture. And so that's what we look at. And one of the things that I discovered was in World War II, we have an episode about that, about these crazy weapons. Every weapon that we talk about in that episode was a real thing that you can look up.
Yeah, that
And
does
there's-
seem like really fertile ground. Like there's so
yeah.
much, there seems to be a culture of mystery, especially on the internet now, of, well, they had these secret missiles and these
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
experiments.
Yeah, but documents right now are being declassified from some really great eras because we've hit that that year point where it's
70
okay.
years.
So we get to learn some really weird stuff about
Yeah.
And we found
What our
out
government
that
actually did.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's not
human
great.
civilization is very weird.
Yeah.
We're twisted.
We go to some dark, strange places
Yeah.
because it's the internet, like
It's the
you
internet.
said.
I had a similar experience when I was trying to figure out how long someone could survive in the vacuum of space, and we have data on that because we've like put like dogs and chimps in vacuum chambers and stuff.
Oh, did you?
I'm
there
sorry.
video?
I'm sorry. It's the internet.
Oh,
There are other people, but there was an
deep
Air Force
internet.
guy who put himself in the
Yeah.
chamber, but just for a brief period of time. So it's,
and his eyeballs are all.
Like at the end of Total Recall.
Yeah.
What are you doing? Come on. But if you have an alien hand, all you have to do to replicate the hand is just do this. Yeah. And it's fine. No
Hey, guys,
fingerprint. Doesn't
I'm
matter.
like you.
Same size. Yeah.
Well, like remember in Independence Day where we hacked the alien ship with
They
the
can
Mac
drive it.
with the Mac program? It's like
Yeah.
I can't get a Mac and a PC to talk, but I can get.
Look,
Oh, there you go.
look. The thing is, when you're the Goldblums,
Yes.
Yes.
you can hack into basically
Pretty much, I guess.
when you have the skill to be both an actor and a world-class jazz pianist. You're someone special.
He's smaller in real life.
Nature has a way of breaking out.
Why do you
You
have
can't
that?
control nature.
We're big fans of the Bloom here. We're big bloomers.
I like it.
I like his commercials now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, he's
good to
unique.
see.
He's uniquely weird.
Yeah, he's great.
He's a national treasure. So let's go to one more question before we wrap it up. We were talking. This is a good question from Robin Bumpin. Do you guys have any other projects you're working on outside of White Rabbit Project that we can look forward to as well?
Yeah, I'm doing a web series called Star Trek Continues. I play Sulu. It's set in the original series universe. We have we're on episode 9 right now. We're planning to do a total of 11. So and it's
Awesome.
just if you are an original series Star Trek fan, it is the closest that you can come to watching one of those episodes. So,
Aside from watching one of those episodes.
yeah.
Are you telling people to?
No, I was just like because it's like the whole
Yeah.
sets and.
No, it
Right.
looks great.
Yeah.
It's awesome. Anything?
We got some stuff we can't. Yeah,
We can't talk about it.
talk
It's just-
about it.
Yeah, we got some stuff cooking.
But hopefully it'll happen, and then we can talk about it. We'll come back and talk about
yeah, to give us a reason to come back.
That is a great reason to come back. To talk about more awesome stuff
That's
that you
the
guys
only
are doing.
reason you
That's
guys
the-
are ever coming
that's
back.
after everything that you said to me.
Biggest mistake, huh?
Oh my God.
Best mistake.
Best mistake.
Again,
Oh.
country song. She's the best mistake I ever made. Guys,
We
thank you.
should have drove off the cliff when you're drunk.
Singing. There will be no singing in the White Rabbit Project, just so you know.
That's not true.
Actually, I think
That's
there is
not
singing.
true.
They're singing?
We will.
I think there is.
We want people to tune in.
There's a karaoke episode.
And to see that,
Yeah.
I don't remember
you
that.
can all see all episodes of the White Rabbit. You can all see
What Rabbit
the
Project?
episodes of the White Rabbit Project, December 9th on Netflix. Go binge them. Thank you so much, Carrie, Grant, and Tori, for joining us. It was awesome
you.
having you guys here.
Thanks a lot,
And
Kyle.
if you did not catch this live, you can check it out on our Facebook page later on. And have a great rest of your day. Stay weird.